How do I look?
Very good. I must say I'm amazed.
Papa loves mambo.
From the 50s and 60s and all those films, you have hardly changed. You haven't gained an ounce. Did you want to look any different?
Oh, yes. I mean, always as a child and then and even now, except now I sort of relax, you know, I sort of accepted myself the way I am. But of course, I wanted to have more shape and I don't want to be as tall as I was, especially as I wanted to be a dancer. So I had complexes about all of those things, you know, but I've had so much good fortune anyway that I've learned to live with myself, as they
Oh, and
say.
here we are. We're all envious of you.
She goes left, she goes right.
Papa's looking for Mama, but Mama is nowhere in sight.
Papa loves mambo, Mama loves mambo. Having their fling again, younger than spring again, feeling that zing again, wow.
Taxi!
Papa loves mambo,
Papa loves mambo.
Mama loves mambo.
Mama loves mambo.
Don't play the rumba and don't play the samba.
I never
Papa
could
loves
do that.
mambo tonight.
It's easy.
Papa loves mambo. Mama loves mambo. Papa loves mambo. Mama loves mambo.
Being a legend, if you will, being someone larger than life, being a movie star, what's the downside of that? Are there moments when that lack of privacy ends up really being a disadvantage to you? When it really ends up being, frankly, a burden?
Never a burden, and there isn't really a downside. Like in everything, there's, you know, you can find a problem. I think the only time it was a little hard for me was, I think when my second son was born, and I was at that time living in Rome, and I could take him nowhere, not to a park, not down the street, not put him on a terrace without paparazzi. And that was very difficult because there again, it wasn't me, it's bothering the child, you know, which really drove me mad. So these are the little difficult moments that I've had. I can think of no downside.
Did you give up films because of the family?
Yes, I did. I mean, I sort of stopped wanting to travel around because it did mean leaving my sons. And so I stayed home to enjoy them, you know. I would have hated to make movies all around the world and never to have known my sons. And now they're off on their own, and so now I have time to go around the world for other children. What I really am is a messenger, if you like, for UNICEF. I go on field trips I've been to Africa, I've just come back from Latin America, to see what the needs are. We know them, but it's good to observe. And then I fly around the world making people aware of them.
You see, you're obviously devastated on occasions when you see child suffering, and yet, if I go back in your own life, I mean, you similarly suffered during the war in a different way.
In a very different way, not comparable at all. I mean, yes, I lived through 5 years of war, as all the children in England did. I had the difference that we were occupied. We had a German occupation.
This was in Holland?
In Holland, and little by little there was obviously very little food, and the winters were long, and all children started to suffer from malnutrition. So God knows I know the value of food, and I was suffering from a rather high degree of malnutrition when the war ended. The part of loving a child comes easy to us all. What doesn't come easy to me are all the airplanes and the jet lag and that kind of thing. Children must be the priority. We have to stop thinking that first it's the economy or the armament or whatever. First it has to be a child, because a child is the most fragile and the most vulnerable.
Oh, you should see your face. It's lovely.